Welcome to Quiz Stories. Today, we examine the heartbreaking case of Natalee Holloway, the high school graduate whose disappearance during a senior trip to Aruba sparked worldwide concern. Despite years of investigation, questions lingered until a shocking confession shed light on the truth. Test your knowledge of the investigation, the suspects, and the events that kept this case in the spotlight for nearly 2 decades. Let's get started. 1. In May 2005, an 18-year-old high school graduate, Natalee Holloway, disappeared during a senior class trip to Aruba, sparking international headlines. The island was known for its A. Vibrant nightlife, B. Dangerous neighborhoods, C. Deserted plantations. Aruba's vibrant nightlife attracted many tourists, including Natalee and her classmates, who celebrated their graduation there. 2. On the night she vanished, Natalee was last seen leaving a popular nightclub, Carlos and Charlie's. She was accompanied by A. a local guide, B. her female friends, C. 3 young men. Natalee Holloway was last seen in the early hours of May 30, 2005, leaving a nightclub with Joran van der Sloot and 2 brothers, Deepak and Satish Kalpo. 3. Natalee was supposed to fly back to the U.S. the next day. Her absence was first noticed when she failed to meet her classmates at A. the planned meeting point in the hotel, B. a scheduled sightseeing tour, C. a group lunch. Natalee's belongings were found untouched in her room, but the alarm was raised later that day when she failed to board the return flight to the U.S. 4. When Aruban authorities first questioned Joran van der Sloot and the Kalpo brothers, they claimed to have taken Natalee Holloway to a specific location to watch A. sharks, B. sunrise, C. meteors. The suspects stated they took Natalee to the California lighthouse near Arashi Beach to watch sharks before allegedly dropping her off at her hotel. 5. Shortly after Natalee's disappearance, 2 former hotel security guards were arrested based on descriptions provided by the initial suspects. These guards were later released due to A. lack of evidence, B. witness testimony, C. contradictory alibis. The guards were released when no evidence linked them to Natalee's disappearance. 6. Her mother, Beth Twitty, immediately flew to Aruba to organize the search. Upon arrival, she hired A. psychic medium, B. forensic experts, C. private investigators. Beth Twitty enlisted the help of private investigators to assist in the search and gather crucial information about her daughter's disappearance. 7. Joran van der Sloot, then 17, quickly became the prime suspect in Natalee Holloway's disappearance. Authorities focused on him after discovering A. his conflicting statements, B. his internet search history, C. a suspicious credit card charge. Joran's changing accounts of the events raised suspicions but lacked solid evidence. 8. During an investigation into Joran van der Sloot's car, police found an item of interest. This item was A. a towel, B. a pair of sandals, C. a broken phone. Police collected personal items from Joran's vehicle for forensic analysis, including a towel believed to have potential evidentiary value. 9. The search for Natalee involved extensive efforts from volunteers, private investigators, and local authorities. These efforts were hindered by A. vast terrain and vegetation, B. lack of cooperation from witnesses, C. limited resources on the island. The search efforts were hindered by the vast terrain, including remote beaches and dense vegetation, making it nearly impossible to cover every potential location. 10. A fisherman's testimony fueled one of the most compelling theories about Natalee's fate. According to this theory, her body was A. thrown into the ocean, B. buried in a cave, C. transported off the island. Local fishermen reported suspicious activity in the area during the time of her disappearance. 11. The Holloway family criticized the Aruban police for their handling of the case. One of their main complaints was A. delayed searches, B. mishandling evidence, C. Ignoring key witnesses. The family believed delays in the initial search hindered the investigation. 12. In February 2008, a controversial video surfaced showing Joran van der Sloot confessing to a friend. In the video, he claimed that Natalee A. collapsed and died suddenly. B. was taken by traffickers. C. fell from a ledge. Joran later retracted this confession, and without physical evidence tying him to Natalee's disappearance, authorities could not charge him. 13. Later that year, after failing to uncover definitive answers about Natalee Holloway's fate, Aruban authorities made a controversial decision to officially close the case. They declared Natalee A. presumed dead, B. still missing, C. a victim of foul play. Natalee Holloway was officially presumed dead, though her remains were never found. 14. In March 2010, Joran van der Sloot contacted Natalee Holloway's family, offering information about her death and the location of her remains in exchange for money. The amount he requested was A. $25,000, B. $100,000, C. $250,000. Joran attempted to extort $250,000 from Natalee's mother, who paid him $25,000, but the information he provided was false. 15. Just few months later, Joran van der Sloot committed another crime that shocked the world. He was arrested for the murder of a young woman in A. Peru, B. Colombia, C. Venezuela, Joran van der Sloot was arrested for murdering Stephanie Flores and sentenced to 28 years in a Peruvian prison. 16. Despite the case being declared closed, new leads occasionally reignited hope for answers. One of the most promising tips came from a Dutch journalist who claimed to have A. located new evidence, B. found skeletal remains, C. uncovered a hidden confession. The journalist reported the discovery of skeletal remains in Aruba, but DNA tests later revealed they were not Natalee's, leaving the case unresolved. 17. In 2023, Joran van der Sloot pleaded guilty to charges in the United States related to extortion and wire fraud. As part of his plea agreement, he A. revealed the location of Natalee's remains, B. confessed to Natalee's murder, C. was extradited to Aruba. Despite his confession, Natalee's remains have not been found. 18. In his confession, Joran van der Sloot claimed that after Natalee rejected his advances, he A. pushed her into the ocean, B. struck her with a cinder block, C. left her alone on the beach. He admitted to killing her and discarding her body in the sea. 19. The Holloway family established a foundation in Natalee's memory. The foundation focuses on A. supporting families of missing persons, B. funding private investigations, C. educating young travelers. The Natalee Holloway Resource Center was created to support families of missing persons and provide resources for their searches. 20. Natalee's disappearance highlighted the importance of travel safety. A key piece of advice for young travelers is to A. avoid traveling alone at night, B. always share location updates, C. stay in large groups. Experts frequently recommend avoiding traveling alone at night to reduce risks of theft, assault, or other dangers, particularly for young or inexperienced travelers. Thanks for joining us as we uncovered the tragic story of Natalee Holloway. If you enjoyed this quiz, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more gripping stories. Let us know your perspective on this case in the comments. And remember, the best adventures are the ones you can safely share with those you love. Stay aware, make smart choices, and always trust your instincts.